Good morning. We are just getting ready to go. It is about 10 a.m. We've made like a bit of a plan. So we're going to go to a place called Buka Bakery, which is a bit of a chain, but everywhere that we've like looked when we did our research about coming to Copenhagen, everyone recommended it. So we're going to go to Buka Bakery. But before then, we're going to cycle by Stork Fountain. So we will have a little look at Stork Fountain, then go to Buka Bakery, have some breakfast. Then from Buka Bakery, we are going through Nyhavn.
Yeah, that's we worked out. That's how you say
That's how we realised it kind of sounds like Nyhavn, but like Nyhavn.
Well, that's what YouTube said.
That's what, and always believe what YouTube tells you. Got to go through Nyhavn into Christiania. You can't film in Christiania, so unfortunately you can't come along, but it's this it's like a community of people that are like definitely in its own state. They're just a completely separated community from the rest of Copenhagen, which will be really interesting to see. And then we are going to go from there to Gasoline Grill, which everyone has been saying is like amazing burgers. I'd say our favourite burger in Europe that we've had before is Burgermeister in Berlin. So we'll be putting that up to the test and comparing it to what we thought of Burgermeister. Then we are going to Tivoli Gardens, which is like a theme park, small theme park in the centre of town, which is also right next to our hotel. And that's going to be the bulk of our day. I think we're going to try and like fit some other bits in, but it's already very busy. So plan slightly foiled. It's raining.
We walked out of the hotel and it was soaking.
Yeah.
So we weren't going to ride a bike in that.
We are walking to the tube or the metro, and we are going to get a train to Buka Bakery. Hopefully by that time it kind of finishes, but it means that we're not going to be riding past Stork Fountain to start off the day. So yeah, hopefully it starts to get a bit less rainy. Right, so we've got our flat whites here. We have gone for the pistachio croissant, and you've gone for the, what did you get? Mascarpone and raspberry.
Mascarpone and raspberry.
So let's give it a go. Right, taste test.
Alright, let's do it.
What I will say is I was expecting the pistachio cream to be like a lot heavier and a lot sweeter and like a bit sickly, but it's like perfect, super light, almost like a pistachio whipped cream, which is this is the centre of like the mascarpone raspberry.
Yeah, let's
Give it a taste. The raspberries are like a little bit tart, which complements the mascarpone.
It's really good. I don't have any. Oh dear. Niche just spilled it everywhere. I don't have any detailed feedback for you as to whether the raspberries are too taut or whatever, but it's just delicious.
Meanwhile, I've gotten it on my nose, gone around my mouth, it's fallen on the table. Yeah. We finished our breakfast at Buka Bakery. What would you rate it?
I would say that Buka Bakery is a banger. It was delicious. But I need to rate it because you always ask me to rate stuff and I always forget. So I'm going to say I would give it like 9.5.
Yeah, I would agree. I think 9.5 is fair. I would like to have seen more savoury options.
They did have like open sandwiches and that, as it's absolutely tipping down, by the way.
No, I mean like, you know, there's no like cheese twist vibe, or like there was no, like, you know when you go to Gale's and you can get like a spinach and feta parcel or something like that.
I don't know, I'm more of a Greg's guy. Do you know what I mean?
Or like a sausage roll would have been nice, but everything was sweet, so it was like after the first two pastries you were like, oh, I'm still hungry, and I was like, oh, I don't really think I can eat anything more sweet.
Yes.
I don't know if you can hear, but it is absolutely hammering it down. We'll show you.
A lot.
Yeah. Hi.
It's not raining anymore, which is good news. We are on the bridge which goes over to Freetown Christiania now, where you're not allowed to film, as Misha mentioned earlier on, so probably not going to hear from us until we get back, and we'll tell you exactly what it was like. Let's go. Hello everybody. We have just been to the Stork Fountain. It was a fountain that had some people sitting around it, so that was cool. We took Lime bikes because it's no longer, as you can tell, tipping down with rain, which is like really good news because that really sucked.
Christiania was cool.
Of course, yes, we need to speak about that.
That was the last place we left you. So yeah, we went to Christiania, obviously, again, can't film, but it was really cool. It was like it was kind of like a commune, I suppose, of people, like very nomadic, free-spirited people.
Yeah, from what I could gather, it's like a self-governing community where like there was lots of building work going on, but all the building work was being done by people that live there and stuff like that. So kind of feel like they've separated themselves completely from society. Oh my God, look.
A DJI shop. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was like, oh my God.
Let's go in the DJI shop and see what they got. I'm definitely going in the DJI shop. Right.
Well, I'll go to H&M.
Okay, we'll reconvene shortly.
Okay.
Bye.
I got some new glasses. There was other stuff that I wanted to get from H&M, but I thought you can just get them at home. They're not exclusive to Denmark.
And also, I was following Misha around the shop. It was getting very boring because obviously I was in and out of the DJI shop in 2 seconds because I'm a bloke, and Misha was still hunting round. But found these shades. Anyway, we digress. We're off to Gasoline Grill now, which I've got to be honest, I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Misha's in charge of navigation though, so I don't know if we're going the right way. We'll find out in a bit.
He's so quick to put me down for my navigation, but then never offers to lead the way. So, do you know what? It just means that we get to see more sights by going the scenic route.
Gasoline Grill, then we're going maybe up the tower, is that?
Maybe, or we'll go Tivoli Gardens. Once we eat some lunch, we'll have a look at time, but everything's quite close. So, depending on what we want to do, we'll figure it out.
So, I don't know if you can hear us because the music is very loud, but I got a cheeseburger.
We got an OG burger.
And we got some chips. And a guava jarrito. Here we go then. Oh, it's got a crunch. That's good. Right, we'll reconvene this after we've eaten.
Hello.
We have come to Tivoli Gardens now, which is the theme park, which is weirdly right in the centre of Copenhagen.
And right behind our hotel.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant, eh?
There's a gasoline grill here.
Yeah.
Which is obviously there we go. Where we have just been. We didn't give everybody the lowdown on Gasoline Grill.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to speak in earshot of the people making the burgers. It was really nice. Yeah, chips were very mid. I think it was not as good as Burgermeister. Yeah. I don't really want like the glossiness of a memory to like overshadow or like make me biased, but I think it was just better.
Yeah, I think Burgermeister was better. Just simple as that. It wasn't bad though. You know, it just wasn't as good as Burgermeister. Right, are we going to go on a roller coaster?
Yeah, we'll just show you around quick. There's like gorgeous grounds, carousel. There's like a lot going on. So we're going to be spending the rest of the afternoon here, and then going on some rides. We had an amazing time at Tivoli Gardens. We went on loads of rides. We ate some churros, which someone didn't film.
You.
Someone was the camera hog, and I couldn't wait any longer. But yeah, we had an amazing time. Luckily, as we said, Tivoli Gardens was right by our hotel, so we ran into 7-Eleven. We got some interesting Haribo. That was a horrible way to show that. Haribo, some Stjärn mix. We just got some drinks. I actually got some Whispering Angel Rosé from the airport, but we don't have a fridge, so we've just got an ice bucket and some ice. And we are going to have some drinks, watch a bit of The Office, chill before we go out for dinner tonight.
Yeah, where are we going?
We're going to a very secret location, which I don't want to say out loud.
Why?
Why don't you tell them where we're going?
Well, Misha's decided that we're going to go to Soho House in Copenhagen.
You're cut off from the vlog. We're going out for dinner later. That's all you need to know.
You didn't tell everybody about your injury that you sustained in Tivoli Gardens.
Trigger warning for anyone who's like nauseous about blood, but we went on the dodgems and someone decided that it was really funny if they rammed into me head on.
That little kid shouldn't have been in there, to be honest.
So much,
that 5-year-old should be banned.
So much vigour that I broke my nail, like I smashed my hand like into the bumper car and it split my nail. And it was bleeding everywhere.
I'm sorry.
And it was quite painful. So we, had to bandage it up.
Right. Favourite ride, though, because we're going on a bit here. Favourite ride today?
Favourite ride, I'd say, would be the Demon.
The Demon. It's basically like Nemesis Inferno, if you live in the UK.
It was, the Demon ride was probably the best one. But honourable mention to the oldest roller coaster in Europe.
Yeah.
It's basically, I went in with a lot of prejudice, a lot of ageism going on in the ideas of the roller coaster. I was like, oh my god, it's so old. It's probably like going to be like the teacups where you just like go around. It was actually, a bit of a hoot. We were like flying out of our seat and everything. Yeah. But what about you? What was your favourite ride?
My favourite ride, again, was probably the Demon, just because it's a really good roller coaster. Honourable mention for me for the Scary House, because Misha doesn't like scary houses.
Hate it.
But well done for coming in.
Even
though you had your eyes closed the whole way.
But I couldn't tell you what was in there at all. I know there was clowns because you told me there was clowns.
There's like actors jumping out at you,
which
and all
is
of that
worse.
Stuff.
Like I think a scary ride is fine if you're in like a cart and then like dummies pop out. I'm fine with that. Yeah. But it's like when the actors just are in your ear and they're like.
How they make you do it is like you go in a line and Mish was behind me, so had her hands on my shoulders. So she was just like that, eyes closed, and I was just like dragging her. And I was like saying, like, I was talking about stuff and you just weren't even...
My dad will like this story because when we went to, first of all, paid a lot of money to go to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios, which, if any of you have gone to, is so good. Like, if you like scary, like horror, like those like scary maze rides, then that's like for you. But we queued, I'm not even kidding, for like 2 hours to go into the American Horror Story house. And my dad, he said that his like shoulders were wet from like my hands just like sweating on him. And I was like not looking, I was like shaking. And he was like, you've queued all that time to just not even take it in. So I was like, yeah.
You could just tell everyone you were there.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Right, anyway, should we have some Haribo and turn this off?
Yeah.
Nice little 5-minute chat we've had. Probably won't be 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be about 60 seconds.
Goodbye.
Is it that time already?
It is.
Packing bag time.
Which sucks. But we went out, we had a nice dinner. We rode our Lime bikes all the way to Soho House, which It's quite far from our hotel. Not like far that it's like, oh my god, this is exhausting, but it's like quite a far journey on the line bike.
And also, like, we realise that every time that we do one of these and we go to a Soho house, there's just like a huge lapse in time in the edit.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't film.
Can't film in there, you know. But it was fine. What did you have for dinner?
I had a chicken Caesar salad and some beef croquettes, which
were very rich.
Were too much for me. But what did you have?
I had a crispy chicken burger, keeping it Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Which was fine.
Yeah.
And we're both just a bit tired today because we've had to fit so much in. So instead of kind of like going out on the Raz, we're already back at the hotel. Packing our bags. We're going to watch The Office. Mm-hmm. And we're just packing our bags because tomorrow morning we're going to Manon Le Suites, which will, when we film it tomorrow, you'll see just how gorgeous it is and why everyone recommends it, because it is absolutely stunning. But yeah, we're going to have a bit of a chill day. It's going to be, I suppose, a chaotic morning because we're checking out. Whenever you check out of hotels, it's always a bit chaotic. So we'll probably get a coffee from the hotel bar and restaurant in the morning and then go straight over to the spa tomorrow, which is we're super excited about. But for now, bonne nuit. I don't know what good night in Danish is. You're looking at me.
Insert here whatever good night in Danish is.